Today's episode is brought to you by DNA Sports Training. If you or someone you know wants to take their game to the next level, then bring them on over to DNA Sports Training. Visit DNASportsDenver.com right now to sign up for a training session. We offer training from football to track and field and everything else in between. Whether you're a defensive or offensive lineman wanting to get off the ball quicker, or you're an athlete wanting to improve their overall speed and agility, we have something for you over at DNA Sports. Visit DNASportsDenver.com now and sign up. Yo, yeah.
Yeah, we're back again, baby.
Back with a very, very special edition, the DNA Sports Podcast. Over here, recording live from my brother's spot, Icon Boxing. Man, this is a special edition. You know, normally we get to talking about what's been going on in the world in football, sports, basketball, boxing, whatever. But today is all about Icon Boxing and about what Icon Boxing has going on March 28th. If you've listened to the podcast previously, you've already heard us plugging it, talking about Cero, Miedo. May 28th here at Icon Sales, 74th and Federal. Mario, just give us a quick rundown on the event, some little bit of details, and we'll hop into the fight card and all that stuff later. But just go ahead and plug, man.
Perfect. First and foremost, thank you guys here at DNA for helping us out and everything that you guys do for us at this event. Like we like to say, we have Icon in our DNA.
Yeah.
That's it. We are going to be going into a 30-bout show May the 28th, Cero Miedo. It will be hosted here at our home base on 74th Avenue. Here today, we're going to bring you some of our boxers, kind of get a little bit of feedback from them. And more or less, guys, this is going to be a show that's going to be fun and entertaining for everybody. We're going to have kids as young as 8 years old and as old as adults, up to 35 years old. That being said, every single person that's coming in here to compete is competing for a belt. That belt is what drives these athletes, and this is what I do it for them. I want to make sure that everybody knows that this is a show that gets amateur boxers out there and gets them some exposure.
Man, you're talking about the bout, and I'm looking at this bout right here, and this is one of the bouts, right?
That is one of the belts, correct? Yeah, custom made by Ringside, who does all the Golden Glove competition belts, and for us here at Icon Boxing as well.
Man, that bout is sick, bro. I'm gonna have to hop in the ring and get me one of those, earn one of those myself, brother.
Man,
like
we'll sign you up. We'll do it.
Boxing match, DNA style.
we got some super heavyweights that you want to sign up against me, though. Let's go get it. Let's go get it.
Hey, Al, I don't know about you, bro, but this is one of the most exciting podcasts for me, right? We got all these young athletes in here. They be busting their tail, working hard, training, and they're getting prepared for this event. I'm excited for the event. I can't wait till the 28th. This is a very, very cool episode for me.
Hey, we're recording live from the ring that's going to be used for the fight. This is the ring where the work goes down over here at Icon. Again, we've been here before. This is an amazing facility. It's tucked away, hidden, but damn it, this is a great facility. Already see these kids getting that work in, man. They can't stop getting that work in. That's awesome. So Mario, when you asked us, or when we talked to you last time, we talked about hopping on and doing some commentary. Little did I know that was going to snowball into an actual thing. Yeah. I can't tell you how excited Dom and I are to be able to get involved with that and do that, man. You were telling you got almost like over 30 fights, possibly planned for it, man. What do you look for, man? What are you looking for with getting these fights set up, man? Like, are you targeting certain athletes? Is there people that other gyms that maybe you're targeting? Like, how does it go with getting that set up?
Honestly, it's come one, come all, man. Just put your name on the card. We see if there's something out there for you, and if there is, if we know you, great. If we don't, even better. We just want to get you out there and get you some exposure because this is about you, the fighter. We're here just kind of the base, putting this together for you. You guys are the ones that are going to put on the show. So with that being said, we try to keep it fair. We kind of match up people kind of to experience levels. There are some great rivalries that are going to be going down that day as well, but there's going to be some newbies, as in people that have never been in the ring before. And that's the most exciting one because they bring a huge crowd with them and just this pop, man, that we're all about. We want to see these kids explode out there in that ring, and just to see their hands raised, that's when it's all about. Just see that win.
I mean, seeing that success, right?
Yeah.
Finding that whether they win the fight or not, I mean, getting in the ring sometimes is just success in itself because it takes a lot of courage to step in between them ropes and into that squared circle and come out here and showcase your talent, showcase what you've been doing, the work you've been putting in. So I definitely excited to see that. I'm kind of nervous about what I'm gonna see, man, because you said 8 years old all the way up into adulthood.
Yep.
Where you've got how many fighters are going in from Icon?
From Icon, we have 9 going.
Okay, so it's not just all Icon fighters.
No, sir. It's all about everybody. We open it up even to fighters out of state. We do have some fighters out of state that have put on the card as well. And we told them we're going to work hard to try to get you something so that it's worth the trip.
Man.
But Icon's going to bring the show.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Mario won't say it, but I'm going to say it. I see these fighters in the room, and they're going to bring the show, baby. We're here to fight.
That's it.
So as usual, man, make sure you stay tuned to DNASportsDenver.com, our YouTube channel. We're going to be broadcasting the fight live via our YouTube channel and possibly the website. I'm trying to figure that portion out, but it's definitely coming through live on the YouTube channel. So you'll be able to watch these fights all day long and night long. Just an amazing event, Mario. Do you want to talk about some of the fights you're going to have, the card that you have going on this? Is there any specifics you want to go first before we start interviewing some of these athletes?
I just want to get them all their shine. We're going to go down the line. We're going to get into our main events, and then we're going to talk about some of our debuts as well. So we'll bring them up one by one, let them tell us their story, and let them know what they know about their opponent, if anything. Some of them don't know much, and then just let them flow.
Okay, cool. Just real quickly before we get in that, the fights that you highlighted from your Icon guys, Michael Cruz Ford versus Daryl Herrera, Jake State Farm Soto versus Justin Mancara, Gianna Gigi Umbriaco. Excuse me if I'm butchering.
She's Italian.
Right. Hey, paisan. No, versus Noemi Victoriano, Christian Perrier Poppy Montez.
Yeah, man, he's got a little swag to him. Yep.
Versus L.A. Grado Lopez, and then the co-main events: Noah Nono Orozco versus Ashton Miller, and then Alex Project X Carrillo versus Salvador Crespo Zamora, and then we've got Ezra Ezzy Sanchez. Will be making his debut with Icon Boxing as well. So those are just some of the ones that we highlighted. Obviously we don't have 3 days to get all 30 of these guys in here. And as you mentioned, some of them are coming in from out of state, which is just a haul in itself. And but yeah, let's go ahead and get these interviews started, man.
Definitely. Touched on Ezra. We just got him an opponent, David Young from Greeley. So we're going to terms, and that's going to happen, and it's going to be his second fight.
Awesome.
Ezra's ready, man. It's going to be his debut.
Awesome. And speaking of Ezra, we have Ezra right now with us. What's up, brother?
Hi.
Go ahead and talk into that mic, man. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, you excited?
Yeah.
Hey, so how old are you, Ezra?
I'm 11.
You're 11 years old, huh? Yeah. And this is going to be your debut with Icon?
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to having my first fight, the experience. I just really want to box.
You've been working hard?
Yeah.
So, I always tell the guys that I coach, your payment for that hard work and practice and in training is the fight or is the game, right? That last moment where you actually get to go up there, showcase the work you've been doing. I know you guys get a lot of good work in here over at Icon, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. So just a little quickly about yourself, man. Who's your favorite fighter right now?
My favorite fighter right now is Muhammad Ali.
What? My brother's old school. I love it. How come?
Cause that boxer, I just heard a lot about him, and I don't know.
So Muhammad Ali is one of them guys that kind of transcends everything. He's not just he's known for being a great boxer and one of the greatest of all time, but he's also been outspoken about his views. He's also been in made appearances in WWF at the time, WWE. He's been around a lot, so a lot of people, he's been very visible to him. That's awesome. It's not often that you see a young person that'll go back into the depths of even people before my time, so that's awesome to hear.
Muhammad Ali was also a guy who used a lot of his outside focus to motivate him in the ring. What are some of the things that motivate you to train?
Some of the things that motivate me to train is just I just he inspires me. Boxers that I watch inspire me, and I just really want to become a boxer because I just like the sport.
Nice. How long have you been fighting for?
I've never fought before.
How long you been training? I'm sorry.
Almost a year.
Almost a year. So you've been putting in a lot of work to get to this point, huh?
Yeah.
Man, that's got to be exciting. What do you enjoy most about the sport?
I enjoy most about the sport. Like, I like punching.
Hey, gotta like
Likes the
punching
combat.
if you're in boxing, right?
Isn't it cool that you can punch without getting in trouble?
Yeah.
I know when I used to play football, that was my favorite thing, that I can hit somebody and not get in trouble for it and not have anybody get mad at me and actually encourage it. There's also a respect factor of that, though, that I've learned. And, you know, you learn to respect the sport. You learn to respect your opponents because you guys are in there kind of doing the same thing and working towards the same goal. When you've been training for a year, you said, what's kind of been motivating you to continue your training?
Like I just really want to fight.
You really want to fight?
Yeah, I wanna like experience getting in that ring for the first time.
Heck yeah.
That's amazing. Have you thought about your ring walk song yet?
No, I'm still thinking on
Still thinking about it. Do you have any options?
it.
Go ahead, say it. Don't be shy.
Who wants smoke?
He wants to smoke.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what I'm talking about.
there's nothing wrong with being confident, right? Like we wanna believe in ourselves so much, and a lot of times we get that belief from the hard work we put in. And so if you put in that hard work, it's okay every now and again letting folks know you've been working hard. You know, I think it's cool, Mario, what you do with the custom ring walks, man. I know that's some of the conventionalists in the game kind of press back against that, but hey, you know, you see it. I watched the fights last night. These guys got custom ring walks. You
Right.
know, these kids deserve that, especially all the hard work they've put in. Is there anything you want to tell us about yourself in terms of just your fighting style, or anything you want to say for your opponent or anything like that? Nah, you gonna keep it humble and keep it quiet. I appreciate that, Ezra. Dom, you got.
Yeah, I just want to ask one more thing. You know, this is a beautiful facility. Mario does a lot of great things for you kids, putting on these events. What is your favorite thing in the year that you've been here? What's your favorite thing about Icon?
I like how they push you, and like they say like this is a sport like that you don't want to mess around in. Like I just
Got to take it serious because you can get hurt, right? If you're messing around, and you can hurt somebody if you're messing around. So I always enjoy being pushed too. I feel like the best comes out of me when I got a good coach that's pushing me to be better, and it's just not letting me settle for mediocre or just okay, right? You want to be great.
Just know that they support you all the way up to the fight and during the fight, right? When things are getting maybe not going your way or the fight's getting a little bit intense, just know that your corner got your back, all right? They've been there with you. They're going to be there with you, and they're going to be there with you at the end, all right? So just fight, continue to do what you do, and show everybody why they don't want that smoke.
Right. We'll close on this with you. As you said, Muhammad Ali, which, you know, I didn't know was your favorite fighter, but remember this quote from Muhammad Ali. He said that he hated every minute of training, but said, don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion. You're making your debut for a championship. Not many kids can say that. You go in there, you get that dub, you walk out with that strap.
Hey, man. Yo, I love it. I love it. Ezra, it's nice meeting you, bud. I appreciate you you hopping on and being the first one to break the ice and get on this podcast here, though. We're going to go ahead and go on to the next young person to come up here. And then, Ezra, good luck in your fight this Sunday, okay, bud? Or on the 28th.
thank you.
All right, buddy.
Go get them.
Go get him. You can go ahead and pull those off, bud. You good? All right. Good job, Ezra. Hey, man, it's cool. You know, we can bring the next one up. It's cool though. You don't always see these young folks that are okay hopping on this microphone. This is a very intimidating thing to get in front of the microphone, put on the headphones, and hear yourself talking for the first time. So it can be one of those things where it's quite intimidating. So I appreciate Ezra breaking the ice for all these other fighters and hopping up on here.
They have better composure than us on our first episode, Coach.
I mean, speak for yourself. I'm a professional,
Seasoned
please.
prime.
I'm
Yeah.
a seasoned vet over here, bud. You better watch that. Nah, they did good, man. But you know what, though? I bet that comes from training, and I bet that comes from being a fighter because when you're a fighter, you have to have great composure. You're not always going to have rounds that work out in your favor, and you've got to figure out how to kind of get yourself back to level and not, freak out, so to speak. Mario, I'm going to let you introduce this next fighter, brother.
All right, this is our 10-year-old phenom Golden Glove state champion on his debut, Michael Cruz Ford, rather known as MCF.
Yeah, what's up, Michael?
Nothing really.
Golden Glove champ, huh?
Yep.
What's that like?
It's nice.
Go ahead and scoot your chair in a little bit, man. Get up nice and close to that microphone.
It's only nice to be the champ. Come on now. You're being a little bit bashful. It's a lot more than nice to be the champ. You're the champ.
I think it's cool, man. Like, hey, he's like, yeah, I got a Golden Glove belt. Yeah, whatever.
It is what it
It's
is,
just
right?
another, I'm just going to add to the collection.
On to the next one, right?
That's the foundation.
Michael, how long have you been fighting for?
About 8 months.
Oh, just 8 months and you're a Golden Gloves champ.
Yes.
Man, I would be a little. See, that's where your swagger and your kind of calm demeanor is different than mine because I be telling everybody, I'm a champ, right? Got that Golden Glove thing. So 8 months. What do you like most about Icon?
I like how it gets me off games and stop like playing all day. It makes me work out.
Amen. You don't hear a lot of young people say that with a
Right.
smile, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's very refreshing to have a young man say, "Hey, I love that it gets me off the video games. I love that it gets me out here working out." It's a breath of fresh air.
Coach, I was trying to ask them if any of them played video games to compare it to recording right now, and one of them told me I ain't got time for that. Quickly, you know what I mean? So that's
Kids are different. I love it.
that's beautiful to hear these days.
We tell 'em, man,
all-
you're. Go ahead, dog.
Because all these kids are stuck inside, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? So it's
yeah.
beautiful and refreshing to hear kids say, I want to be outside. I want to be putting in that work.
Amen.
Your opponent's working right now.
Yep.
So what are you doing is what we always tell them. What are you doing right now? This is your time to go out there and put that hard work in.
Yeah, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse.
That's
a
true.
lot of times.
Yeah.
And your opponent's definitely out there putting in the work. So if you're stuck on the video games, living in virtual life versus getting that work in, man, it's hard to take home Golden Gloves and take home straps like that without sitting in front of you. So I commend you on being focused and wanting to do what you love. Same question I asked Ezra. Who's your favorite fighter of all time?
It's Muhammad Ali.
Oh my God, you training these kids good over here, Mario.
Old school, man.
AKA Cassius Clay.
Oh
He knows
my
that little
God.
knowledge, see?
All
Spit
right.
that game. Tell
All
'em.
right. All right. And why?
Because he took out heavyweight champions.
She just took them out one by one.
Float like a butterfly, sting like
Was
a
out
bee.
of boxing for 3 years, come back and said, "Hey, put the crown back on here."
Right?
What inspires you to box?
So my grandpa over there, he used to be a professional kickboxer.
Oh wow,
So then that encouraged me to do boxing.
very
Wow,
cool.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Coach Rich. He's a part of our team here coaching as well. Coach Rich.
Coach Rich, man, hey, big ups, great job getting this young man involved. I try to get my kids into the things that I love too, and they tend to have a passion for it too. So that's super awesome.
One thing that Muhammad Ali had was confidence, right? And swagger. And just this few couple minutes sitting up here with you, you have confidence and swagger too. So continue to carry that and carry it in your fights, right? I got a question for you though. Do you know anything about your opponent, or do you know your opponent?
Not that much. I sparred him before. He's pretty good.
Okay.
We'll see on the 28th. We'll find out the rest on the 28th.
Yep.
So you've had, I'm looking at this bio, you've had 3 fights?
Yes.
Okay. And in those 3 fights, what motivated you to get through them fights in the hard times?
Mostly just put in the hard work and you'll get good things back.
Got you. Work hard. So life is what you make it, right? What you put in, you're gonna get out of it.
Yes.
What does Cero Miedo mean to you? You know what it means?
Nope.
Mario, you want to?
Boy, it means zero fear. That means you go onto
Oh.
that ring and you have no fear. You cower over nobody. That's what that means right there. So
I,
get to know
I
it.
see on the bout it says, I cower over nothing.
It's a translation.
So what does that mean to you? Not being afraid or going into the fight not being afraid?
It just means don't be afraid.
Just do what you got to do.
You know, you work hard in the gym, and I'm sure when the fight happens, muscle memory takes over. And it's the same thing I tell my kids that I coach in discus and shot put and in football is if you put the work in practice and in training, everything else in the fight comes natural. So it's obvious you have no fear. I love the confidence I see in you. Is there a favorite fight that you've had already? I know you've had 3 of them. Is there one that sticks out the most as your favorite?
My Golden Gloves one.
Yeah. Is that the one that you took home the championship with?
Yes.
Nice. And why does that one stand out so much to you?
Because when I fought in that one, it's not like from ref decision that he got knocked out. It's from my punch.
Night, night. Put him to sleep.
Yes. All right. So you got you a knockout.
Yep.
That's cool, man. That is cool. Dom, you got
Yeah.
another one, brother?
I just want to know, have you picked out your ring walk song yet?
No, me and my family are still thinking what I should do.
Okay.
It needs to be more. It's not supposed to be like soft.
Yeah.
You're not trying to look weak.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still thinking on one.
Man, I love your mentality, dude.
My
I
man.
cannot wait to see this go down.
My man.
I'm going to chime in one last thing with him as well. We have a very proud Native American kid here as well. MCF, do you have a name that you go by with your Native American culture as well? Do you remember it?
Nope.
You don't remember it? All
It's
right,
like-
we'll work on that.
No, I think it's Wakia.
Okay, Wakia, there you go. All right, take pride in that heritage, boy. You guys are warriors. You guys are
Or-
fighters.
Or MZF.
Oh, okay. All right.
Michael Zest Ford.
Yo, this kid's got swagger, man. I can't wait to see him fight on the 28th. Definitely coming with that swag. Michael, is there anything you want to say, maybe to your fans, your family, your friends, before we move on to the next fighter?
Just nothing really.
He said, "Get your popcorn."
Yeah,
Yep.
come on. Come watch me. Come watch
Yeah,
me fight on
come
the
watch me
28th.
fight. I have shirts. They're $18 a piece.
The marketer, this guy. Go
My
ahead.
man.
Keep going.
Just let us know.
Tell us about that. How can we find your shirts if we wanted to get one of your shirts?
So if you want one of my shirts, you have to go to the fight. I'm pretty sure somebody will be there marketing the stuff, and just watch me win.
All
Thank
right.
you.
That's all I need.
If we get one of your shirts, we get an autograph with that.
Yep.
All right.
MCF, everybody.
All right. Yo, while we transitioned into the next fighter, I just want to remind you guys, May 28th, Sunday, May 28th, Cero Miedo here at Icon Boxing, Icon Sales. Ton of fights, ton of athletes coming through, young athletes and old, coming to get it on for this here bout that Mario has in front of us. May 28th here at Icon.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go ahead and get the next one up, man. Hey, Michael, it was great talking to you, bud. You did a great job, fantastic job, man. Good luck, okay?
Thank you.
All right, let's go.
You too.
All right, I love this
Good
kid.
job, buddy.
Love this kid. He's awesome, man. Hey, you didn't tell me these kids had so much swagger and charisma, man.
They do, man. We tell them. Put in the hard work, but have fun doing it as well.
Must get that from being an icon, right?
That's it, man. That's icon living. That's what we tell them.
Hey, man, let's go. All right, who is this young lady we have up right here?
All right. So we're going to introduce here the first lady of female boxing, our one and only Gianna Gigi Umbriaco.
All right.
Welcome.
Gianna. How you doing?
Pretty good. Chilling.
Go ahead and talk into that mic. Huh? If we need to adjust it, we can adjust it for you, too.
I'm actually pretty excited about this one too, because for me, I have a daughter, right? And I'm always pushing my daughter to compete just like boys do, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you're a female or a male, you just get in there and you compete and you try your hardest. So it's really, really cool to see you out here fighting and holding it down, may I add, as well. For you, what are you looking forward to most about the upcoming bout?
holding that belt in my hand, really. I mean, I don't know. Seeing how the fight will go and how all my hard work, what all my hard work will lead up to.
Amen. I like that. So Gianna, you've had one fight before?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. How long have you been training for?
A little over a year.
Okay. All here at Icon?
Yeah.
What do you like most about being an Icon?
That I get to be with my friends and my family every day, all day. I can talk to them. They're there for me. They're supportive. And overall, I can learn a lot from them.
Very cool. Very cool. Who is your favorite boxer of all time?
I'm going to say Sugar Ray Leonard.
Hey.
I like it.
Hey,
Nice.
let's go.
Let's do it. One of the four kings. Let's do it.
I think, yeah.
Nice. Sugar Ray Leonard, he's had some battles over the years.
Yeah, ups and downs.
Yeah, some big ups, some big downs, almost lost his vision.
Yeah.
Great fighter, though. That's a great one to choose from. Is there any specific reason why, or just?
Yeah, like you said, he has ups and he has his downs, but overall, he still fought. His style, the way he thinks, I don't know.
Awesome.
That's just my pick.
Awesome.
Is there anything about his fighting style that you try to replicate?
I wouldn't say with his fighting style, no, but
His mentality.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
Okay.
And what inspired you to box?
I've tried a lot of different sports, and in this one, the mentality is a big part of it. So I just thought that's different compared to a lot of other sports. That your mentality needs to be there almost more than you physically. So I just think that was a big thing that I wanted to try.
I think that's what I love about boxing a lot too. Is the mental aspect of it. You're really fighting an opponent, but you're also fighting yourself and fighting yourself to push forward when you want to quit, when training's getting hard,
Right.
and you want to just tap out, or if you're getting late in rounds, late in the fight, and you're starting to get a little weak, right? It's that mental fortitude to kind of continue to press forward and to press on. So I salute you for that, because I tell my kids all the time that I coach, and I hate going back to it, but hard times produce hard people, tough people. And, if you don't go through some adversity at some point in your life, when you get to adulthood, adversity hits you. And it's a guarantee adversity is going to hit you as an adult. So it's good to kind of work that out early and kind of figure out how to handle that going into your teenage years now. So I commend you on that.
I'm going to chime in just real
Yeah.
quick. We had her come over as a softball phenom. I mean, this girl was a champion softball player, so she came from a team sport, and now she's in an isolated ring sport. So that's why she says a lot of this is the mentality part of it. And we've told her, Gigi, you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, but you're going to want to have more good days than bad days, and just never quit, never settle, keep pushing yourself. This young lady was one of the ones that won Most Improved, because when she first came in here, she wasn't really into it as much as she, said she was. But over the months, she's put the work in. She got in that ring for the first time. Didn't go the way she wanted it to, but hey, guess what? She's back at it, and she's like, you know what? I'm here to get my redemption.
Hey, and go ahead. Sorry.
No, go.
We're all about learning, right? And you just said it didn't go the way you wanted to the last time, and that's totally okay. Is there anything that you've done differently or prepared for differently for this fight that you did than your last one?
I think with my last one, I focused on mainly just, I don't know, being able to get to fight. But this time I'm working on things that I need to improve. And not even just that, now that I've got to experience a fight, I think I'm really working on that mental part of being there mentally and not just being there.
So it's like, I'm not just satisfied with being at the show.
Right.
I'm here to put on a show now. I think that's cool, and that shows growth. Like, we can take our L's and take our bad moments, and maybe things don't go the way we want, and we can. My brother over here always says this: don't go through it, grow through it.
Right.
And so that gives you that opportunity to, right your wrongs, maybe change your mental approach to the fight and coming into it. So I commend you on that. It's big, especially at such a young age, to be able to see that and be like, oh, I need to adjust this, I need to adjust that, and ultimately you want to reap the benefits of your training, correct?
Do you know anything about your opponent that's coming up?
I know that, well, not really, actually. I know that she is a boxer and that she's going to be there. We're going to be fighting, and I don't know. I have respect for her, and I'm just looking forward to how it's going to go.
As a fighter, does it kind of Does it change your approach not knowing anything about the opponent you're going to be facing? Obviously, I think we'd like to know as much as we can about our opponents, but sometimes that's just not the case. Does it change your approach at all, or do you still just hammer home like, hey, I got to do me and take care of me, and everything else take care of itself?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it changes the approach, but I would say it changes. It doesn't change the approach. I'm just gonna go out there and I'm gonna put my all into it, no matter what. Even if she's better at this thing compared to me, then I'm still gonna go out there with my all.
There you go. I like it. You know what? And that's the way we want to go out, right? We want to go out giving our all, giving
All
our
swinging.
best. If we know we left it all in this ring, there's nothing else that we could do, right? Everything else is going to take care of itself. Dom, do you got another one?
I do. Do you have your ring walk song picked out yet?
I do not yet.
You don't?
No.
Okay, got to get on it. 28 is coming around the corner.
No, it's gonna be crickets, and then everybody just clapping.
Yeah.
It's going to be like this here.
Yep.
How strange would that be if you're walking into the ring and you just hear crickets chirping,
Oh no.
and then you hear, oh, there it goes, and it's ding, 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 and it's on, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Maybe some Survivor, Destiny's Child, huh? I'm a survivor.
Oh, give me some ideas.
I'll think about it.
Maybe you get one of your teammates to grab a microphone and they can rap on the way
Yeah.
into the ring, you
As
know?
I'm walking up there.
There you go. Maybe you could rap on the way into the ring.
Oh no. Thank you.
Gigi, is there anything you wanna say to your fans, your family, your friends, maybe your opponent before we move on to the next fighter?
Well, I'm thankful, and I love all my teammates, my supporters, my coaches, including each and every one of them, my family. Obviously, they're all there for me, and they're also a big reason that I'm able to box and be who I am every day. So
Awesome.
I'm thankful for everybody that's there for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Gianna Gigi Umbriaco. It's very nice meeting you, young lady. You carry yourself well, and I wish you the best of luck on the 28th. I look forward to calling your fight.
Thank you.
And all our lady viewers out there, come down here and support this female fighter who's just getting started, but has a very, very high ceiling, and the sky is the limit. Come
Amen.
support
Amen.
Gigi, close them out with some Italian. Say grazie.
Grazie.
Hey, that's Gigi Umbriaco, everybody. Thank you very much, Gigi. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Dang, Mario, man, you got some really good people here, man. Like
Right on, right on.
really
Appreciate
good
that.
kids here so far, man. They're all humble, but they all you can see the confidence coming
Right.
through them, and that's what I love about. That's what I love about team sports. That's what I love about sports, period, man.
Yeah.
If you're lacking confidence or you're not sure about yourself, you're able to find that in the competition and in the training and in the work, man. So I give you props, brother, for what you guys do here at Icon. These kids all are glowing representation of what y'all do. So I have to give you your flowers, bro.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. It means a lot.
I have a feeling this one's going to heat up.
Is it?
This is the dude that told me he ain't got time for video games.
Oh, let's go.
So,
This
I think-
guy's
I think
ready.
it's
You
about to.
watch.
You want to
Yeah,
introduce
right.
yourself, or should we have Coach
I'm
Mark?
going to introduce him. All
Go
right,
ahead.
let me do the honors. Okay, so we proudly bring to you one of our co-captains over here, the man that's out to get his. He is boxing for us for about 2 years now. He goes by Noah No Orozco. What does no mean? Basically, no faith, no glory. This man leaves it all up there in that ring. He puts on shows, and man, this guy's got hands. Wait till he talks. He's getting
Alright.
ready. He's going to put on a show, co-main event. Him versus Ashton Miller. It has been an epic trilogy. They're going to do it one more time.
All right. Well, No, what's up, man?
What up?
How you doing?
Good in you?
Oh, man, I'm fantastic, man. So let's get into it, man. How long you been fighting for?
I've been fighting for about like 2 years now.
Okay. And what do you enjoy most about it?
Just the memories it brings. Like, it brings my family together and everyone, and it gives me good memories.
Awesome. I'm going to kind of piggyback on some of the same questions I asked some of the guys and gals. Who's your favorite boxer of all time?
Daniel Junba Garcia.
Okay. Well, how come?
I don't know. It's just a good example. He's a humble man, and he's local.
Okay. And you try to emulate some of his fighting style, or
Yeah.
yeah? So I see you've got 22 fights, man,
Yeah.
in 2 years. Heck yeah. What's that been like?
A lot of hard work, for sure, and a lot of good times.
Yeah.
out of those 22 fights, is there any that are your favorite or that stand out to you?
My favorite fight was when I traveled out of state for the first time. We went to Kansas City, Kansas for the Turner show, and I won, but I also got the fight of the night. And there was like, how much fights were there? Like,
There was almost 30 fights that day, and yeah, he, we're gonna plug it a little bit more. He fought Ashton.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they let it go. It was a really good close fight. We won in a split decision, but man, yeah, if we have some tape on it, we're definitely gonna want to advertise it because that was a show. That was
So this
definitely
is
one that made us proud.
This is part 4.
This part
of
4.
it. Holy cow! So how do you get these, Mario specifically? How do you get these? How do you work these trilogies and now this part 4 of this? How do you get these guys to want to come back for more? Is it that competitive or is it?
That's exactly it, man. It's the competitiveness that goes into these fighters. They go into a fight. They might win, they might lose, but they're like, you know what? That was so close. I want to do it again. These guys have put on some fights, man, from the first time that they fought to the last time that they fought. This show, actually, the color and all is kind of based around this man's epic trilogy that he had. So after his last fight with him, we told him the next show we're going to kind of dedicate towards you more. So you better go out there and do what you do, and just make sure that you let that blood drip. You know what I mean? Because this guy, man, he paints a canvas out there. You go watch him, you'll see.
Leave it all in the ring, huh?
How's the trilogy currently stand?
So, I mean, the record book would say he's won 2, he's lost 1, but we'll leave it at that. We kind of think we're undefeated.
So this one's about putting it to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna show him he can't mess with me.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm all about that, man. So what's your why? Like, why do you box? Why do you want to be a better boxer and continue down this road?
I just like the memories it brings. It gives me like a reason, like keeps me dedicated and just keeps me healthy, and it brings awesome memories.
Okay, I like that you said it keeps you dedicated and it keeps you healthy. Video games, you're talking about you ain't got time for video games, right?
Yeah.
A lot of times, man, we'll get lost in that. A lot of kids will get lost in that. So to see yourself, young man, what are you, 14 years old?
Yeah.
To decide like, hey, that's not the path my life's going down. That's big. Did you participate in Golden Gloves as well?
Yeah.
Champion?
Nah, that's a fight that if you know, you know.
Okay. Okay. But
it
that's
at
fuel, right?
Yeah.
So do you take when you have losses or alleged losses, do you take that and let it fuel your next one?
For sure. Like, I'm just thinking about that moment and thinking about the revenge.
Oh, right.
No, tell him what FTR means.
Fear the redemption.
For the redemption, huh?
Yeah.
Where was that bred out of?
And you already know where it comes from, man. We already talked about it the last segment, but I put this into these kids into a different sport, and I tell them, go get yours, man. This is about you. Go get it.
Amen.
So without saying too much, what do you know about your opponent?
I know that he's definitely the bigger opponent. He's taller and weighs more, I'm pretty sure now.
And way more experience.
Yeah, way more experience.
Yeah, I'm looking at this because I was tripping out when I saw that you had 22 fights.
Yeah.
It looks like your fighter has 50 fights. The dude that you're fighting, he's 15 years old, 50 fights, 100 pounds. Does that affect your approach at all? Or
Nah, because I just look at it like this. Like, for all I know, he could be 1 in 49.
Dude, you're true though. That's right. And you can't let that affect you, right?
Yeah, I don't let it intimidate me.
And it's not about what he does, right? It's about the work you put in.
Yeah.
That's right.
What you put in the games, what you get out of it.
Yeah.
So you said you've been training here for a couple years now?
Yeah, 2 years.
What got you into boxing?
I'm not sure. I used to play football, and then me and my teammate joined just to like stay in shape, and then I just like fell in love with it ever since.
So do you not play football or any other sports no more? Are you primarily a boxer?
Yeah, just boxing now.
Awesome. I know you're only 14. Do you have bigger dreams, bigger goals in boxing?
Yeah, I want to take it far.
You take it as far as you can, right?
Yeah.
Man.
World champ.
World champ.
There it is.
What does Cero Miedo mean to you?
Zero fear. Like, going in this fight, I can't have no fear. I got to be confident, and I know I'm going to be confident because I've been putting in a lot of work.
Do you have a ring song picked out yet?
Not yet. I'm still thinking.
Okay.
We have some thinkers out there.
We got a lot of thinkers. We're gonna have to find some good tunes for y'all, man. We got to. What do you think the most important in picking out a ring song?
I'm not sure. This time I just want a song to like get me hyped.
Okay, that's when I ask you. Do you think it needs to be? You know, a lot of people. When I used to get ready for football games when I was playing college ball, man, I'd have some of the loudest, rowdiest, just wildest music possible to get me to want to run through a wall and to get me want to go out because I think boxing and a lot like football. You got to have a different mindset, especially because I played down on the line. I played in the trenches. I'm getting hit every single play. And you got to have a different mindset to play in that level. And it's the same thing we were talking about earlier, having a different mindset stepping into this ring in between these ropes and having no fear and not being worried about anything and just leaving it all out there. So what's some of your favorite kind of music then?
I'm not sure. I listen to a lot of.
You mix it up a lot, right?
Yeah, I mix
a
it
little
up
bit of
a
hip hop. This man's,
You got an eclectic taste. I think that's what they
Yeah.
call that, right?
Right.
All right, man. That's Nono Orozco. Orozco.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's great meeting you, dude. I can see the confidence beaming through you, brother. And I wish you the best of luck in your fight on the 28th. Dom, you got anything else you want to ask? Mario, you got anything you want to plug for Nono?
I mean, go ahead, Dom, and then I'll take it from you.
No, my last thing is just like you asked every other fighter, if there's anything you have to say to your viewers, your family, your friends, or your opponent right now. After Mario says what he has to say, go ahead and get your last 2 seconds to say whatever you want to say.
So when it comes to this fight, guys, get ready. We got some surprises for you with this ring walk. So he's not going to say too much, but there's something out there, and it's definitely be something to remember. You're going to definitely want to get your popcorn, get your phones out. You're going to want to see this ring walk because it's going to be special.
Yeah, you're gonna watch his fight for sure.
All right. And how about anything, a message to your fans, your family, your friends, opponent?
Just thank you for all the support because my family, they always go support me, and it's going to be a good fight. I'm going to leave it all out there.
Amen. Hey, thank you very much. No, I appreciate you hopping on. Hey, you setting the bar, man, and keep it up. Keep leading your team here, right?
Yeah.
And keep being that captain that shows these folks how to do it, man. I appreciate you hopping on and being confident.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
No Orozco, everybody. Hey, man, that kid's confident, dude.
Yeah, man. And honestly, when he first came in here, we had to humble him a little bit because he came in a little too confident. But then, you know what I liked about that kid is that afterwards he didn't say, you know what, I didn't like this. He said, show me. He said, show me what you guys know, and I want to be a student of the game, and he has been. He is such a disciplined kid. This kid does his homework on everything. If we ever want to know anything about somebody else or different team, what we're going or anything, no, what's up? He's our Wikipedia. Hey, give us some stats on what you got going on.
That's how you be the best, right? Is you got to be humble enough to know what you don't know, and accept the fact that you don't know it. And so, props, man. You could tell the work you guys put in with these kids also brings in that humility, and I love seeing the quiet confidence. A lot of times fighters, they just like to tell you all about themselves and how great they are, and it's awesome to see these kids. They're confident and they believe in themselves, but they're not gonna give any
Ryan
bulletin
Garcia
board.
themselves.
Yeah, we won't go into that, but but yeah. So is this the last one?
This is the last one right here, and it's a great intro that we said when we said to the silent one because they don't get more silent than this guy right here. So this guy right here, Alex Project X Carrillo, has been boxing with us. This is the foundation right here, guys. So, this is our other co-captain. We started this just, me and him when he was 7 years old, and we started doing our thing, and, we didn't know where it was going to be taken. And 42 fights later, here we are, co-main eventing our show and getting ready to put on a show. And let's see if we get this young man to talk a little bit.
Wow. So since he was 7 years old, he's 12 years old now. So that's 5 years for those that can't do math. Sometimes Coach Dom and I struggle in that area. Project X, what up, brother?
What up?
A little bit closer to that microphone, man. Don't be afraid to talk into it a little bit, all right? I've heard a lot about you. I don't know. I've known your dad. We grew up across the street from each other. When I had the chance to come back and talk with him and get him on the podcast originally, I've known him. I've followed him on Facebook. I've seen you kind of come up a little bit through Facebook. So it's great to actually finally meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. We heard, like Coach said, we heard a lot about you, X, and we heard a lot about your ring walks and everything else that goes into what you do. And I love Sting. right? So I've heard about the Sting thing. So I'm looking forward to what you got in store for us on the 28th. Have you thought about your ring song yet?
I'm kind of working on that right now.
You're working on it. It's a surprise, huh?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Do you know anything about your opponent?
Yeah, his name is Salvador Crespo. He's like a good one too. So I'm trying to like get my rematch on him.
So I was going to ask you. I see this is part 2, the rematch from Boulder. How did the first fight go?
Let's ask him. Truthfully, unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend this one, but let's ask him, see exactly what he thought about that fight.
What'd you think about that first fight?
I think I could have done better that fight. I mean, I didn't go my way, but this time I'm going to make sure it goes my way with harder work.
You've been putting a lot of work in since?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you enjoy about being an icon?
Just like the coaches, how they're like always there for you. Like they always want to work with you. They're always pushing you to go harder. They especially want you to like perform the best you can. Like don't forget what you do in the ring.
Okay. Same question I've asked everyone else so far. Who's your favorite boxer of all time and why?
My favorite boxer is Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, money.
Money.
And how come?
I just like his speed and his foot movement. It's just like really nice.
Okay. I've been a big fan of Mayweather as a boxer over the years. A lot of people dog him because of his defensive ability. And it's crazy that they do because I mean, that's part of the game, right? Being
Right.
defense, playing good defense, right? When he retired, he's retired as one of the least hit boxers of all time.
Hit, don't get hit. That's what they
Yeah,
say.
yeah, and he's quick, man. And so I remember Floyd when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, and then started having hand problems and had to change his approach. Is there a time where you've had to change your approach over the last 5 years? Maybe one style wasn't working, or one thing that you were doing wasn't working, and you kind of went back to the drawing board and had to do something different.
Yeah, almost like all my fights have like sometimes when they don't go my way, I have to like make sure I change up too, so the next opponent don't know what I do now.
Okay.
You always got to grow, right? You got to get better with each fight. Whether you win or lose, there's always something that you could take away from the fight in order to make yourself better. So that's great to hear that you continuously try to progress from fight to fight in order to get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
What's so I know you've had a good handful of fights, 42, right? Do you have one that sticks out as your favorite or most memorable?
One of them is our last show, All Out. I really like that one because
Okay.
it was mostly just me getting revenge on that kid.
Sweet. And I love, dude, I look around at the posters, man. I love it. I love Mario. I love what you do with these kids, man. Getting it. This is like legit. I look at these professional fight posters, and then I look at your posters, and I'm like, yo, these are hand in hand, bro. They go together.
Appreciate that.
X, what do you enjoy most about boxing?
I enjoy like knowing how to like defend myself, and just mostly like working out more, just like staying in shape. It's pretty good too, and also being able to like go out and perform in front of people is also nice too. And getting rewards.
Okay.
What motivates you to train?
Mostly just, well, I like music too. Music just motivates me more and more to push harder. And my coaches also push me harder too.
Nice.
Okay. So you've got this fight. This is the second fight, right? Part 2. This is the rematch. What extra work have you put in to make sure it goes your way?
More pressure on him because he did that on me and it didn't go my way. So try to do exactly what he does to him. Work more power because I need that more.
Got you. Mario, when you have a fighter and the fight doesn't go their way, what is your approach to that situation?
It's a lesson. We learn from it and we move forward and we say, you know what, there'll be a tomorrow. So let's go for it. And we're grateful that the opponent did give us the rematch as well because, shout out for them for going back in that ring and doing this with us. So we're always thankful that the opponent takes the rematch. We put a lot of hard work into making some of these epic, so to say, trilogies or, part 4s and so forth like that because, we want to bring the crowd out. And when they start seeing that the same guys are going back at it, back and forth, it's fun, because no matter what happens this one, we're going to want a trilogy. We're going to say, let's run it back. Just make sure it goes because you guys are having fun. You guys are really two hella great competitors. And, we just want you to grow. You're doing this right now when you're 12, 13. Imagine if you guys did this when you guys were pros and you guys look back and they kind of run that reel back and say, look, they did this when they were kids. Because you see it sometimes with some of these pros nowadays.
You know, it's funny because I think trilogy, I think boxing,
Yeah.
I think fighting. Like there's all the great ones have always had trilogies,
Right.
you know, and so it's cool to see at this level that means something to these kids to be able to pick up whether it's your fighters or the fighters that you've beat
Yeah.
to want to redeem themselves for that fight, right?
Right.
X, do you do any other sports besides boxing, or are you solely boxing?
Tried other sports, but mostly just boxing.
Boxing's your home, huh? The gym's your home.
Yeah.
You love it a lot. What do you like most about training here at Icon? I might have already asked you this one, but what do you like most about being here? Obviously, your dad's here, and he's been a great coach for you over the years, but you've also got some other great coaches. What have you taken in from them?
Just like the work they give to you, like they're not letting you down. They just keep pushing with you. They always have drills to work with you. They're always trying to make sure that you succeed.
Okay. And then that bout that's sitting in front of you, what's it mean to be able to take one of those home on the 28th?
It means that you really went out there and you gave it your all.
And I want to ask this question again because I think we've kind of actually misphrased it a little bit. And I don't want to know what's your favorite thing about Icon in general because you're an icon. I want to know what's your favorite thing about you being an icon because there's a lot of people who watch your fights and may pull something out of it, right, and get motivated by the hard work that you put in. And so that makes it iconic in itself. So you got a lot of kids and adults that look up to your work ethic. What does that mean to you?
Makes me feel proud about myself. Makes me feel like I actually do work hard in this. Still work hard. Still keep going. Keep grinding.
There you go. It's important to be a good leader, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I tell my kids that I coach this all the time, is you never know who's watching you. You never know who's paying attention to you, whether it be siblings, whether it be friends, people that you go to school with. So it's always important to carry yourself properly. So I commend you on how you carry yourself, your approach. I could tell that you're a very focused person and that you're willing to do whatever you got to do to take that dub in the ring, right?
Yeah.
Right. Anything else you want to tell us about Exmar?
Just pretty much, you know, this is one of the more laid back kids. You know, when we first started doing this, it was just me and him, and you know, then we started growing a little bit. And we got up to 7 kids, and you know, we've traveled, me and him, just one on one, and we've grown now, and we have over 50 something kids here with him. And I tell him, like, you know, you're one of the ones that needs to be a leader here because you have a lot of experience. So lead by example. Be a good leader to everybody in here. Make sure that you're setting the foundation, the groundwork for everybody to say, hey, you know what? I want to be like X. I want to be like no. I want to be like those guys. I want to do what they do and be a leader. So carry that forward. Be proud. This is your guys' show, and just make sure that, you know, sometimes you don't like those 2-a-days, but guess what? You need them. And sometimes that's what's going to push you to be a champion, because if it was easy, remember what I always tell you. If it's easy, what?
Everybody would do it.
Exactly. So shine, enjoy it, you know, be up there and be a champion. When you get in this ring, you're a champion just for getting in it. And have fun, guys. When we go out there on the 28th, that's what it's all about. The performance that you guys put in is what you're going to get out of it. So just keep that in mind, guys.
Alex, do you before we get off, is there anything you want to say to your friends, family, opponent, anybody out there? Here's your chance to go ahead and take the floor and say what you want to say.
Just watch me perform. You'll see something out of that.
All right, man. Hey, that's Alex Project X Carrillo. Remember, you used to clown me for saying your last name the way I used to say your name? I got it, bro. Alex, I appreciate you, though, man. I appreciate you stepping up to this microphone and doing this for us here. And I look forward to seeing you fight and getting your throws on the 28th, okay?
Okay.
All right,
thank you.
buddy.
Good
Once
luck. Thank
again,
you.
want to remind y'all, Cero Miedo, Sunday, May 28th, 1 p.m. here at Icon Sales and Icon Boxing, 3047 West 74th Avenue in Westminster. Make sure you guys get out here. Come see what these kids are doing. Come see what Mario and his team have put together here at Icon. And just come and enjoy it, man. There's not too many people that put these kind of shows on, so it's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
Yes, and get your tickets while they last because they're going to sell quick, all right?
We do
Mario?
sell out our shows, man. That's not even being cocky. It's just the facts. We put on a show. Come out here and support these kids, guys. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, make sure you're out here, guys. If you want to be here, right? Be here or lose out, right? But if you're not here, say you can't make it in town or whatever, they sell out too quick, make sure you check out DNA Sports Podcast
it.
YouTube because we will be streaming the event.
That's right. We'll be on YouTube, DNASportsDenver.com. Hit the website, connect to the YouTube, subscribe now. You'll also see all these great interviews on the YouTube channel, and we're definitely going to push these interviews as we get forward towards the event because these kids deserve all the promo they can get. I think their hard work dictates that they deserve that. So I'm very excited. Mario, who else we got, man?
Let's bring up another coach. Let's bring up Coach Jess. We can
All
talk
right.
a little bit of coaching next.
All right, let's go. Let's
Thank
do
you,
it.
X.
Thank you, X, man. I appreciate you, bud. Yo, kid's quiet, but he look a little confident though.
He takes after his mom. Let's see if we can get her to talk as well.
I'm sure she can yell at you about a couple of things.
Right?
so.
Yeah.
Here I go.
Hey,
Hey.
Coach Jess, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Oh, great. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate having you. Heard a lot of great things about you. You know, I've known your husband for a little bit and got to follow along your guys' family through Facebook like everyone else does. But it's very, very cool what you guys do here.
Cool. No, thank you. We appreciate you guys having us on and coming down and introducing the public to our gym and everything we have to offer.
You know, this is such a great spot that anything I can do to kind of get more people here would is an honor. I've always support local and love supporting local, and you know, just talking to Mario, I know he has the same heart. So it's awesome what you guys are doing here, and I've been trying to get people over here too. So let's dive right on into it. You're a coach.
Yeah.
How long you been coaching?
I became an official registered coach in January of this year.
Okay.
But let me give you some value to my time there
Yeah.
because it really started with our son X, as you know. So ever since he was 7 years old, I would go to every single practice that he had every single day, plus seeing Mario coach our son in home, and then just following them once he opened up the gym, and then Coach Danielle as well joining on, and watching all this. Then I became an official USA boxing official. So that was last year, and I just wanted to learn the ropes, learn everything there has to do with boxing.
Okay.
So I wanted to work my way up and really earn my badge, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So as of January of this year, I registered and became a coach.
I know you talked about seeing X grow up doing this and watching Mario coach him. What are some other reasons why you wanted to coach?
You know, it's the kids. I love seeing the passion, the work that they do, and everything that goes into it for a fight, for example. Even seeing those big time fighters on TV and their training and the dedication that goes into it, and then their end result, the actual fight, to see them come in, you know, win or lose, but just everything that goes into it, it just excited me. The kids really motivated me to work out every day, be healthy too. You know, it's a very big part of being a boxer. You have to sometimes maintain your weight or gain weight or lose weight, you know, whatever. So it taught me a lot, and all that love and passion for it. I said, yeah, I need to do this. I need to be more involved, and here I am.
Awesome.
First and foremost, I want to thank you guys, right? And also applaud you guys because there's a lot of places that you can go and they'll say it feels like family. Well, this actually is a family, right? Dad, mom, son, and all the other fighters that are brothers and sisters. You guys are truly embodying family here at Icon. So I just want to applaud you for that. My next thing is what is your 5-year goal for your fighters?
You know, we have fighters at different stages in their lives, like some in elementary and middle school and high school. There's some fighters that will eventually become pro, hopefully. So I want to continue and be there in that journey. Some fighters are just, you know, fighting now, and we don't know what's the end result. But to build well-rounded individuals, female and males, to go out in the world and know that they were disciplined, shown discipline here, shown respect for self and others. Just the whole, be champions, become good people.
I think that's important, and I think, you know, the good coaches that I have met anyway, all the good coaches, they're not hopping into the sport for themselves. They're not hopping into it because they enjoy the sport or because they enjoy doing it. That's part of it, but I think the primary reason is to see success in others. And especially the young people, especially our future, right? Because these young people are our future, and the youth is our future. So I think it's important to be able to get these kids brought up the right way, give them more positive role models. A lot of these kids, you know, they come from families that are broken sometimes, or you know, even if they have a full family, You know what I mean? It's important to have the most role models around you as possible. There's never too much of that, right? You can always have a deficit, but you can never have too much of it. So I commend you for hopping into the sport and coaching. And the way you did it, too, you talk about having to earn your spot and earn your stripes, so to speak. Some folks would hop into it, be like, hey, I've been seeing this for 7 years, I'm entitled. And so I commend you on that. That's a very great way to approach it and a great mindset to approach it from. What do you look forward to this event? What do you look forward to?
Man, the event itself, Mario really knows how to throw a show. So
That's what I hear.
yeah, it's a lot of hard work that these kids are putting into it all the time. So we, even the parents, the coaches, we all are working day and night to make sure these kids succeed and really put a show on for everybody. And I know it's going to be a good one. The whole Cero, Miedo aspect of, zero fear. And these kids really show it. They're training every day, coming in here, and they're showing zero fear. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see them out there and perform.
Is there somebody that inspired you to coach or box?
Both my husband, Coach Mario, and Coach Danielle. Watching them interact with the kids, build that relationship with the kids. It's not just coaching, you're mentoring, you're doing so much. You're with them every day.
Yep.
And they take up time in our lives, we take up time in their lives. So we have to know and respect that. And just watching them interact with the children and watching them grow, it's been pretty cool.
And I'll ask you the same question I asked a lot of the fighters. Is there a boxer that's been your favorite growing up, or who's your favorite fighter?
Okay, it's gonna.
And you can't say your son.
I can't say my
Don't
son.
be biased now.
Not
Come
be
on.
biased, no. I mean, I'm a first-generation Mexican-American, and as you know, we grew up watching boxing.
Yeah.
So it's just Julio Cesar Chavez. I can't really say I have a favorite. I just always saw my dad seeing matches and stuff. I'm like, yeah, but you're not knowing what's going on, But just the sport itself, it was always so exciting. So coming into it and learning about it, learning the backside about, every little aspect, I think that just really, I don't know if I have a favorite, but it's really for sure made me appreciate more the lifestyle of boxer. So
I think some of these fighters can rub us the wrong way, but then you start learning about their backstory or where they've come from or what they've gone through, the adversity that they've overcome, and that helps you gain appreciation for them, helps you gain appreciation for what they put themselves through. I know it's not easy being coaches and parents. How do you guys manage the frustrations and the disappointments, whether it be not necessarily in performance, but just you've had to miss a fight before, or maybe you feel like you didn't scout well enough for a fight. How do you guys navigate that? Because I know it's hard for me when I see my kids fail or not hit that pinnacle that they want to hit, right? So how do you guys handle that?
Honestly, what it goes down to is teamwork. We have been grinding for 22 years together now as a couple. And, we have our son, we have our daughters as well, and we are just a family. And we tell ourselves every single day, you know what? There's good days and there's bad days, but we try to have more better days. And at the end of the, we just have to push each other to say we're doing this for the right reasons. At the end of the day, we're trying to build champions inside the ring and outside of the ring. So if we have a bad day, we just say, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, we're a little upset right now, but there's gonna be a tomorrow, and we're gonna get ready, and we're gonna go back to the lab, and we're gonna train, and we're gonna go and try to do what we need to do so that we can, have the success for the next fight. So it's hard. It is challenging because literally, like I say, if there's anything I can buy, it'd be another hour in the day. We can't,
Yep.
Time is precious, and that's what we tell everybody. Value today because tomorrow isn't promised, but while you're here, strive for the best. If if your goals don't scare you, get bigger goals. You need to be able to say, you know what, I'm out there and I'm trying to do this. We're both from the business world as well, but we still find time to do this for the kids, and we surround ourselves with like-minded individuals. And the coaching staff here, literally, we all, no ego in it. Honestly, that's the big thing. We have to make sure that, we all have a game plan. We're going to stick to it, and we're going to build a base, and we're going to do it as a unit. We're icons, so we come together as one.
Love it.
Mario, is there anything that you're looking forward to with this event?
To be honest with you, I'm just looking forward to doing it from home. We've done it at other places that, we have to set up and we have to do all these things. Yeah, it's a little sacrifice from the business standpoint, what we're going to let go that day. But what we're going to get in return is the smiles of all the fighters, not just ours, all of these kids and adults and everybody who's going to be a part of this night. People come up to us sometimes out in public. Hey, I was at your show. I was like, really? Like, oh man, you throw some shows, man. And the fireworks and the pyrotechnics and just the music, the prizes. We surprised last time everybody and gave a 5-foot most outstanding trophy for, the fighter of the night. Let you in on one of the secrets. We're going to have 2 this time. We're going to have a female fighter of the night. We're going to have a male fighter of the night. So there's something to strive for on each ends, man. And those kids are going to take that, award home. It's always going to be there to remind them of that day. So that's what I'm looking forward to, is just the smiles on everybody's faces, but especially the athletes. The athletes is what we do it for. Us coaches, like you said, not everybody agrees with me on this, but, I'm not in this for a profit. I'm in this for the profit of the joy of having these athletes succeed, whether it's a win or a loss, but the lesson. So when it's all boiled down to it, it's about the amateur fighters.
Awesome. Dom, you got anything else for these guys, man?
No, man, I just want to say, again, commend you guys, because the experience is it all, right?
Right.
These young athletes are going to grow in the sport, and they're going to continue to elevate. They're going to see different platforms that they're fighting on. And the fact that you're already putting a lot of the outside of boxing aspect to it, the ring walks and everything like that, the commentating, the interviews and the press fight interviews and post-fight interviews and things like that, that's just amazing that you're already scratching that surface with them. So that way when they're at that age, they're going to be prepared for it, and they're going to be fine-tuned and ready to just rock and roll in the future.
Yeah. Before we hop out of here, I just want to say shout out to you guys and what you do here at Icon Sales and Icon Boxing. Shout out to you, grandparents and parents, for having these kids here. We appreciate you guys so much. And, I as a father myself, I shout y'all out for being active and getting these kids involved. That's awesome.
Big up. If we can have like 2 more minutes, there's
Yeah.
a new coach we want to introduce.
Yeah, let's bring him
and
up.
Bring him in here
My
real
bad,
quick
let's
so he
do
can
it.
have 2 minutes. So hop in here real quick. Coach Rich, come in here.
Come on, Coach Rich.
We're just put him on the spot. See, he didn't know. I'm all about surprises, man. He didn't
Surprise,
know.
surprise.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach Jess. I appreciate you. Appreciate your time for sure. Coach Rich, what's up, man?
Another day in the mines.
There you go.
Former kickboxer is what we heard,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Nice. How many years did you kickbox for?
Oh, it was probably 8 to 10 years.
Wow. Mario, you want to introduce Rich, man? I mean, you said he's a new coach here?
Yeah, he is, but he's not a new face. He's been here from day one with MCF. When he first came in here, we're kind of like, no parents allowed, because we want to, want to show you the price at the end of the day. But he's like, I kind of want to learn from you guys. And, we embrace that because, again, we're a community. So we said, yeah, come on in, learn the ropes. And little by little bit, he's been making his way through it. He just surpassed and did his coaching officials license actually just yesterday, and he was made official. So he's not only going to be a coach, but he's also going to be an official, a judge, and maybe even a ref in the ring. So I commend this man for coming out here and putting in the time and the sacrifice, not just for his own grandson, but for the whole team. And that's what we love, is showing everybody that it's not just about one fighter, it's about all the fighters. And this man embraces that.
Awesome. What inspired you to become a coach?
Well, watching my grandson come up, I had the experience of doing some fighting ahead before, and just love to watch him grow, and as well as the other kids that I've come in with.
Awesome. I'm going to ask you the same one because I can't get past this question. Who's your favorite boxer or fighter of all time?
I do not have a favorite boxer. I just like the sport in general. I mean, styles make fights.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
And it's great to see that kind of stuff happen.
So from the sport, what do you enjoy about it most?
I enjoy being around the kids. It's a lot of work. I'm up early and I go to bed late.
This man's up at 3 a.m.
I'm at the gym at 3 a.m. working out. So
Late
then
nights, early mornings.
yes, and I'm here till 8:30, 8 o'clock at night, coaching some nights. So it's been awesome. It's been really awesome.
Well, I imagine with your fighting background, you offer a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge to these kids. So I commend you for wanting to coach and wanting to hop in there. Sometimes it's easy. Me personally, sometimes I just want to, like with my kids, I just want to take the dad approach, right? And I don't want to, but I've coached both my older boys in football, and I plan on coaching both my younger boys at some point in sports. So I know it's hard to do to kind of take that role and not being able to just to sit back and watch your grandson or your son fight. So I commend you on stepping in and doing that, man. We need more great leaders like you to help these kids grow up.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Is there anything you're looking forward to about the event on the 28th?
I'm just looking forward to just the overall the competitors out there. I mean, like I say, styles make fights, and kids have styles, and they're working on styles. My grandson's always, I want to try this style, I want to try that style. So it's always a learning project for these kids to move up and get into the.
Absolutely,
into it.
absolutely. Dude, you're creating a house of great coaches and great fighters, man. I can't believe this. It's awesome to see, brother, and I give you guys props for it.
I'm a little jealous. I haven't been asked my 5-year plan.
You know what? We had a whole episode with you on the fight. Mario, what is your 5-year plan?
My 5-year plan is to take over this game, guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat
That's right.
it.
Let's
That's
get to
literally,
it.
yeah, no, literally, guys. I know that rubs people the wrong way, but this is not gonna be my first. It will not be my last conquest. This is what we do, man. This is how icons are built. I set huge goals, and people tell me you're crazy, and I'm like, yeah, watch me. And that's what it's all about, man. And that's what it's about, is building a foundation of leaders and just saying, guys, there's enough for everybody in this. There's pro styles, but in the AMI game, like, we're going to take over this, guys. This is just what we do, man. Like, nobody puts on a show like us, and that's a no disrespect to any other club or show we've been to. But, I mean, we put a lot into these shows. Hard work and dedication does show. And as it comes through it, like, I will be appointed, the chief of this and officials. And they already kind of know that that's coming. And some people love it, some people don't. But at the end of the day, it's going to happen. The Bob Arams of the world happen. The Vince McMahons of the world happen.
Icon Boxing.
Yep, we're going to do it.
Icon Boxing, the first family of Colorado boxing,
That's
soon to come to nationwide. I love it.
I love that confidence, man. Way to just show your fighters how to be confident. If your coach is this confident in him taking over the boxing game, you guys should be very confident that you're going to take over the game as well. And I love that because I'm a confident guy. I'm always out there. We're competing against each other, constantly going. So I love that mentality, man. Way to bring that out of your fighters.
Man, we appreciate you guys. Appreciate you stopping on. Is there anything you want to say out to the world out there, your family, friends, maybe about your grandson or just about anything in general? Give us some knowledge.
Like I say, we're a family here. We just want everybody to come out and see a great show. It's going to be a great show, as always.
Appreciate that, Mario. Man, we're gonna get out of here, brother, and let you guys get back to it. Let everyone get back to their Sunday with their family. But as usual, man, I definitely appreciate you being gracious with with having us here. I look forward to the event, May 28th, 1 p.m. Cero Miedo here at Icon Sales.
Lastly, man, huge thank you and shout outs to everybody who's helping us put this on. DNA Sports, working with you guys has been a gem, man. We love everything that you guys bring, the energy, Commit to Fitness in Nevada as well as a big sponsor of ours. We have DP Handyman Services, The Point Bar and Grill. One of our other sponsors is Greenline Ventures, my wife's company. Then obviously, we have Icon Sales that holds it down as well. But there's a lot that goes into this. Ghost Town Promotions is also going to be on hand that day as well, helping us out. Huge shout out to his team as well that goes out there, Raul and team that are going to help out. And you guys, man, we're going to put on a show. We're going to show everybody that a community can come together and think of the best for these kids.
That's right. Ain't no unity without the community, baby. And on that note, we're going to hop up out of here for Icon Sales, Icon Boxing, all the coaches, all these great athletes, man. I got to thank you guys so much. We appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you hit up DNASportsDenver.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Fights are going to be live streamed on YouTube. These interviews will be live streamed on YouTube. So make sure you guys subscribe. Dom, you got anything before we get out of here, brother?
Also, check us out on every streaming platform because the podcast will be streaming on all platforms, Amazon, Apple, all of it, Spotify. Make sure you check us out and Go to DNASportsDenver.com. Get some merch. The 28th. It is going down.
Yo, sign up, man. We're out of here. For everyone that tunes in, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Hey, we're gonna get out of here though. Love and peace. Let's go.